A change in the models produces a good news and bad news situation for the weekend. The good news is your travel plans shouldn't be impacted. The bad news is your outdoor plans might be. Hi everyone, and thanks for joining us once again on the channel. Well, we talked to you earlier this week about the potential for a winter storm this weekend in some of the long-range models, but said that other models weren't showing it at all and that it needed to be watched. Well, it did change, and the good news is the winter storms should stay away from Iowa this weekend, but that doesn't mean we're not going to be dealing with any unpleasant conditions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the latest models that we have in right now. This is the GFS that we've been monitoring, and as it shows here, this is as we move into the weekend. What you see is our storm center that we thought would be moving into the area, that the models depicted moving along or just south of Iowa, now well south of Iowa. And the reason for that is that high pressure you see to our northwest, that is going to come down from Canada, and that is going to keep the storms at bay. But of course, that also means it's going to be bringing in another shot of cold air. We do still have a few shots at snow in the days ahead, all expected to be light, little to no accumulation possible. But again, looking at the long range, we do still have a very active weather pattern around the upper Midwest, and so it will bear watching as we move deeper into December, whether or not any of these storm systems could impact the state of Iowa. We'll get to the rest of the weekend in just a moment, but first we got to talk about the bitter cold that'll be settling over the state of Iowa tonight and into your Thursday morning. Right now, the National Weather Service hasn't issued any advisories, but do say that could change as wind chill factors could reach the criteria for an advisory or a warning later today. Right now, though, the forecast does call for widespread below zero temperatures across much of the state of Iowa as you're waking up on Thursday. Some of that could reach to double digits below zero, as you see on this one particular model run. And that means wind chills could get down to around 25 below or less in some places. Again, this is something that the Weather Service is continuing to monitor, and by the time you see this, there may be an advisory in effect. Ultimately, though, we will continue to moderate a bit through the rest of the week, but more shots of cold air will make their way in. Switching back now to the GFS, you can see that frigid cold air moving through the area tomorrow morning, but then you see as we move into the rest of the week, a little bit of moderation, getting back into the 20s in many areas, possibly above zero in some spots. And then as we move deeper into the weekend, you see that cold air, thanks to that high pressure, filtering its way back in and not really letting up its hold on Iowa for some time. Not as cold as we're expecting Thursday morning, certainly, but also not too pleasant if you're planning on being outdoors for an extended period of time, depending on the time of day that you're outside. By next week, a little more moderation, some indications of a warm-up that could lead to some significant snow melt, but nothing that seems to be anything beyond short-lived. We don't expect any major heat waves to move through the area, but some areas could see significant, if not all of the snow melt away. The problem is the pattern isn't really changing that much, and so more chances of snow are likely as we move deeper into December. So we may or may not have snow on the ground. It's not determined yet for a white Christmas or not, but this snow is at least here to stay for a while, and there are chances that that pattern could continue, even though the longer range models right now are indicating a warm-up that can very easily change in the days ahead. That does it for today. I want to thank you for joining us. Hopefully you find these videos informative and helpful. If you do, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll continue to produce videos in the days ahead. Thanks for watching.